When you go to the doctor and have your blood work done, they're going to look at it from a diagnostic range. So the range that you see is designed to reflect a diagnosis. So if you fall out of it, either high or low, then you would receive a diagnosis. But if you fall within that range that's very broad, then you are told that your labs are normal and everything's fine. You have to be like really sick to get the diagnosis. Whereas when I'm looking at those labs, I look at a much more narrow range because I'm looking at how that marker functions optimally in your body. So you can be normal diagnostically and be out of range functionally and be experiencing symptoms and other things that are indicating a progression towards a diagnosis that we can often sometimes turn around or prevent. When I work with clients that are struggling with frustrating symptoms like being tired all the time, having a hard time sleeping, hot flashes, mood swings, brain fog, but specifically they're struggling to lose weight, or in some cases it's if they keep gaining weight without changing their diet or their exercise, but either way, weight is a struggle for them. What I find every time is that there are some pretty significant mineral deficiencies. There's some element of a toxin load that your body can't seem to deal with appropriately, or there's some type of like stealth infection or some pathogens that are creating these symptoms. And so looking at the blood work actually gives me information on all of that. And it helps us know kind of what you specifically need. Now, I talk to a lot of people on a regular basis here that Google things or use, Chat GPT, and that's fine, but that's going to be very general information. It's not going to be specific for you, but using these labs makes it very personal, especially if you're somebody that has maybe just kind of felt like dismissed by your doctors. You're told that your labs are normal, but you have all these symptoms and they're telling you that it's really just your age, that you need to just try harder, things like that. I want you to know that you're not broken and you're not lazy, and it's not that you're not motivated or disciplined. It's that you're missing the right support, the specific support that your body needs. And so that's where I come in. I act more like an investigator than a coach. And so I dig through these labs to get this very specific and personalized data about your health and your situation. And we use that to create a very unique response or protocol for you to heal from that and to recover from that. And within just a few weeks, my clients actually start to feel better and they will start to lose weight without having to do crazy diets and workouts. So especially if you're somebody that has, done all the right things, you're eating healthy, you're eating clean, you're exercising, and yet the weight's not budging. I want you to know that it's not that you're not doing enough, or that, that you're doing too little. You're probably doing too much, honestly, but it's not specific enough for you. Like it's whatever you're doing might be working for other people. Like you might have read about it online or heard about it in a podcast or even heard it here on Instagram. And you think, oh, well, that helped so-and-so, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this probiotic, or I'm going to fast, or I'm going to, walk 20,000 steps a day, whatever it is. The key here is that we need to find what works for you specifically, and not what Google says that you need, or not what Google's diagnosing you with, but like truly what the data says from these labs can actually unlock the solutions that you probably aren't even aware of are there. So what this means for you is working with someone like me gives you the answers that no one else is really looking for. But what it does for you is it gives you control again. Like you don't have to spend all of your time trying to figure everything out and researching stuff on Google and trying 11 different supplements. You're spending a lot of time and energy and money on things that may not be what your body needs. And so having, clear, consistent data from these labs and then knowing what to do about it is really crucial. Because when your body's not fighting off pathogens or drowning in toxins or trying to overcome deficiencies from, decades of diets and restrictions, it actually starts to feel safe and it lets go of the weight that you're holding on to, and your symptoms improve. You're not tired all the time. You're sleeping better. Your digestion works as it's supposed to. I mean, the benefits just go on and on. If you're someone that has been dealing with frustrating symptoms, maybe you're struggling to lose weight, maybe you're frustrated over, not sleeping and being tired all the time, whatever it might be. If you're actually ready to do something about it, I think this might be the perspective that you need. that's different from the other things that are out there. It's not just something generalized like, oh, here, take this probiotic, that'll help. It's very, very specific for you based on what your body actually needs.